Peace is not something you wish for, it's something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. If everyone demanded peace instead of another television set, then there'd be peace. I believe in everything until it's disproved. So I believe in fairies, the myths, dragons. It all exists, even if it's in your mind. Who's to say that dreams and nightmares aren't as real as the here and now? I don't want to be a genius, I have enough problems just trying to be a man. The more I see, the less I know for sure. We've got this gift of love, but love is like a precious plant. You can't just accept it and leave it in the cupboard or just think it's going to get on by itself. You've got to keep watering it. You've got to really look after it and nurture it. We live in a world where we have to hide to make love, while violence is practiced in broad daylight. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, and I think I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. That's what's insane about it. It's all right letting yourself go, as long as you can get yourself back. I believe in God, but not as one thing, not as an old man in the sky. I believe that what people call God is something in all of us. We've got this gift of love, but love is like a precious plant. You can't just accept it and leave it in the cupboard or just think it's going to get on by itself. You've got to keep watering it. You've got to really look after it and nurture it. I'm not really a career person, I'm a gardener, basically. There's nothing you can know that isn't known, nothing you can see that isn't shown, nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. Peace is not something you wish for, it's something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. I'm not going to change the way I look or the way I feel to conform to anything. I've always been a freak. So I've been a freak all my life and I have to live with that, you know. I'm one of those people. It's being here now that's important. There's no past and there's no future. Time is a very misleading thing. All there is ever, is the now. It's better to fade away like an old soldier than to burn out. I don't believe in killing, whatever the reason. The thing the 60s did was to show us the possibilities and the responsibility that we all had. It wasn't the answer. It just gave us a glimpse of the possibility. I'm not going to change the way I look or the way I feel to conform to anything. I've always been a freak. Music is everybody's possession. It's only publishers who think that people own it. I'm not afraid of death, because I don't believe in it. It's just getting out of one car and into another. If you want peace, you won't get it with violence. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, and I think I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. That's what's insane about it. guilt for being rich, and guilt thinking that perhaps love and peace isn't enough and you have to go and get shot or something. We were all on this ship in the 60s, our generation, a ship going to discover the new world. And the Beatles were in the crow's nest of that ship. We're trying to sell peace, like a product, you know, and sell it like people sell soap or soft drinks. And it's the only way to get people aware that peace is possible, and it isn't just inevitable to have violence. There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer. The more I see, the less I know for sure. My role in society, or any artist's or poet's role, is to try and express what we all feel. Not to tell people how to feel. Not as a preacher, not as a leader, but as a reflection of us all. Surrealism had a great effect on me because then I realized that the imagery in my mind wasn't insanity. Surrealism to me is reality. When you do something noble and beautiful and nobody noticed, do not be sad. For the sun, every morning, is a beautiful spectacle, and yet most of the audience still sleeps. If someone thinks that love and peace is a cliché that must have been left behind in the 60s, that's his problem. Love and peace are eternal. All you need is love. Love is the answer, and you know that for sure. Reality leaves a lot to the imagination. It matters not who you love, where you love, why you love, when you love, or how you love. It matters only that you love. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Time you enjoy wasting was not wasted. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans.